Hello, everybody out there in YouTube. You know, I was watching Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger, 1987. Very, very cool movie. I love the movie. One of my favorite Arnold movies, actually. You know, a thought struck me while I was watching it, though. When, right before he comes on stage to do the Running Man, and they're introducing him, they show this edited footage of what he supposedly did. But it's doctored. And if you watch the rest of the movie, you'll find out that it is doctored and it all comes out. But what struck me is that they are using the exact same tactics now with doctoring videos to get people to think a certain way. They are doctoring information to make people feel a certain way. They're doctoring the numbers to make COVID seem worse than it is. They are doctoring the numbers to make it seem like there's this new, higher, easily caught variant called Delta of COVID that magically appeared right after everyone doesn't have to wear the mask anymore. But it's only affecting people who aren't vaccinated. Well, guess what, people? It's bullshit. 180% bullshit. They told us way back in 1987 through the movie Running Man that they were going to be doctoring information to make everybody think the same way. And those who don't, they were going to demonize, villainize. What's happening now? Just that. They are demonizing and villainizing anyone and everyone who does not go along with what everyone in power wants everyone to think. If you think for yourself, then you are a threat to them. And therefore, they are using words that are basically calling you a terrorist without calling you one, so that they don't have to provide proof. Saying things like, if a bunch of people who aren't vaccinated get together, they use words like super spreader event, which makes it sound like all these people are all infected and they're going around spreading it to people and killing grandma. And they even say that, these super spreader events are killing grandma. But it's bullshit. Anybody who takes more than a nano fucking second of thought and uses logic can see that it's bullshit. So why then is it working so well? Well, the answer to that question is simply there are too many people who don't have balls, or if you're a chick, ovaries enough to say, fuck you. I'm going to think for myself. I'm going to take responsibility for myself, for my children, if you have them. America is the greatest nation in the world. But we used to be better as a nation, as a people. We used to be better when we would stick together and we didn't have this African American bullshit or fucking Latin American or German American. No. We were all Americans. And we would stand together as a united nation, a united front, and fuck up any motherfucker who dared to try to fuck with us. Everyone from the lowliest homeless person to the fucking president would stand together as a nation, alright, and say, we are Americans. There was no, we are African Americans, we are Latin Americans, German, no. It was, we are Americans. And we stood together on that fact. And then the Democrats and the liberals bring in political correctness, and well, you gotta use these political correct terms of Latin American or African American. Fuck you. I will call someone who immigrated to America from Africa, first generation, not born here. I will call them an African American because that's what they are. But if you were born here and you're black, you're not an African American. You are an American who is black. If I will call someone a Latin American if they are first generation, just legally, all of this is legally immigrated here. But if you were born here, you're not a Latin American, you're a fucking American who happens to be Latin. End of discussion. Plain and simple. If you were born here, you're not any other nationality other than an American who happens to be whatever skin color you are. We need, as a nation, we need to get back to that unifying ideal. Trump was trying to bring us back to that and was achieving it until Biden, well, anyone with half a brain knows what happened. I mean, you go to bed, Trump's up 256,422 votes. You wake up, when you go to bed, when you wake up, Biden is ahead by 85,293 votes. But I was only asleep for an hour. So how the fuck did that happen? And yes, I only slept an hour on election night. So I know this shit. But that's a different video I've already made. We are Americans. You were born here. We are Americans. Not black Americans, not African Americans, not Latin Americans, not German Americans, not Polish Americans, not Yugoslavic Americans. Americans. If you were born here, you are an American. And you should fucking love it. We live in a free fucking country. That means if you don't fucking love it, you are free to get the fuck out. Go to some other country, any country you fucking want. But I guarantee you, within a year, you'll be back. Begging us to take you back, saying you made a mistake. This is the greatest country in the world. because you will have seen what other countries are like. I've seen it. Been in a few of them. They're not good places to be in. So think of it this way. We live in a free country. No one's forcing you to be here. You can at any time pack the fuck up and leave. Or change your attitude and love the nation that has given you so many freedoms, that allows you to have the freedom of press, speech, religion, to assemble. Not many nations allow these things. Russia don't. North Korea sure as fuck don't. You go to North Korea, try to fucking speak out against the government, your ass is in the gulag. Or dead. Those are your only options. Just saying. America is the greatest. If you were born here, you're an American. If you immigrated here and you're first generation who legally immigrated here, then you are an African American, a Latin American, a German American, whatever, Asian American, Vietnamese American, whatever. But if you were born here, you are an American who happens to be black or Asian or fucking whatever. We need to come together as a nation, stand as one, and tell these motherfucking people who are fucking with the numbers to make everyone think and feel and look and be and act a certain fucking way. Fuck you. We are Americans, and we will not bow down to your bullshit. That's what we need to say. That's what we need to do. That's who we need to be. Plain and simple. That's it. Right there. That's what we need right there. Will it happen? I don't know. I hope it does. In fact, I want to do everything I can to make it happen, which is why I'm running for every office I can think of under the sun in this country. From fucking town council to state fucking governor or senate, state senator, state fucking representative, federal senator, federal fucking some other office, and president. I'm even running for president of the United States. Again. Because I believe we are all Americans and should be unified under that one undisputable fact. And we should stop fucking cooking numbers to make people scared. I say tell the people the truth. Let the people make up their own mind about what's best to go in their body. I mean, everyone is so big about my body, my choice, and following science, right? Well, let's actually follow the science and give the citizens, the ones who have all the power, the ability to make their own decisions regarding their own bodies. It's what we were founded on, liberty. Taking responsibility for your own actions. making decisions for yourself, well-informed decisions for yourself, and dealing with any consequences that come down the pipe. It's called being responsible. It's called being an adult. Until next time, America, think for yourself. And always research everything you're told, including what I say. Until next time, I'll be seeing you.